Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now I am sure you're probably thinking, why have I suddenly got a perfect Welsh accent? Well, the thing of it is, everything has gone to sherbet because right now things have gone terribly wrong. Well, at least for me. And instead of being angry about it, I've decided I'm going to go Welsh, because if you've not noticed, then no one in Wales is actually angry. If you put on a Welsh accent, you can't pull off being angry. You instantly go into another accent. So my theory is, this is what's going to keep me calm. But I don't think I could keep the Welsh accent up for very long. But I do love the Welsh people. They make me happy, they're happy, it's all good. Now the one thing that I promised is to give you nothing but a raw vlog. At least coming up, because so far it's been absolutely crazy with review after review after review. Well, I can't do exactly what I promised. I've got to schedule so many days at a time and I can't just do it because I've got a bit of a problem. So let me explain and let's make this a very raw, open vlog. But I need to lose the Welsh accent. So for now, let's cue the intro. So I'm sure you're all going to miss the Welsh accent, but I want to film a proper raw vlog. So I'm going to take you off of the studio setup, show you a little bit behind the scenes and explain exactly what's going on. So first of all, I need to unscrew this, what gets really dizzy for you. Now that's better, because I want to give you more of a raw vlog for this one, more about what's really going on, a bit of a behind the scenes. And that's something I wanted to do a little bit more on the channel, give a little bit more of the rawness, because I'm sort of very much polishing quite a lot of the stuff that I'm doing. I'm missing the vlogging that I normally do on the channel as well, but I want to make it a little bit more. And my whole plan for my next World Trip season 9 that's coming up in a few weeks time is to film it a little bit more raw, capture some of the things that I'd probably normally cut out, because I just think that personal touch is a little bit better, because I feel like I'm over professionally editing stuff at the minute and leaving out certain bits that I would like to leave in. So I might try that season as a lot more raw than I've ever done before and see what you guys think. And if not, I'll go back to sort of my set polished format of how I'm filming it. Anyway, let me tell you what's basically gone completely to sherbet. You can change sherbet for the right word. So one of the things I've been desperate to do is, like I said, is go out and start filming on the bikes, because I've been doing a lot of reviews and I wanted to create a whole day of going out riding and capturing an absolutely awesome cinematic vlog. And then tomorrow I have another plan, because I have a really awesome piece of kit that's supposed to be being delivered today. I'll tell you more of that in a minute. And I wanted to film that out on my scrambler in a really cinematic way to highlight how awesome what's being sent to me is, what will really level up the channel as well. Anyway, so what's causing the problem? So just to be clear, the videos are still coming. In the automotive space, I've been working quite hard. I say I've been working quite hard. I've been reached out to incredible amounts in the automotive space, because during December and January, for most of us, it's quite dead months because the weather's really bad. For instance, there's actually a storm going on right now. It looks sunny outside, but there's a storm going on. Last night, it was rain and wind. Anybody that's got, for an example, a trampoline is going to go zinging off last night. Even the light cover on our outdoor light came loose and flew off, and it was a proper storm. Anyway, so I've managed to get some car that or van, I should say, sort of automotive reviews done in the meantime, what's good. But I want to get out on the bikes. I want to make some vlogs in between all of this. But it's really cool. The one thing I will say is what's really nice is that every day I'm waking up, I'm having emails from brands reaching out, asking me to review stuff. And that's, you know, for a content creator, a vlogger that's looking for constant content, that's really cool and amazing. Anyway, let me explain what's happened. So I only get a few days in the diary every couple of weeks, basically about 5 to 6 days in total. But I put 4 days dedicated to filming. 2 days we're doing automotive reviews. Then I wanted 2 days, and this is the beginning of those 2 days. I've done the automotive reviews. I've seen them all, they're coming out. But I want to spend 2 days, and one of them making an ultimate video out on the bikes, going back to the real bonkers funness, but really cinematic, getting up the drone, catching the moody weather that we've got, making it quite chilled, relaxing, but also very me, and very sort of British and country style vlog. that was my big plan. Today was to head out, either potentially on the Scrambler, because I love this bike, or the Africa Twin, and make an awesome video. But things have gone wrong quite quickly. Let me explain, because my camper van, do you know what? I want to keep this raw, so let me show you properly. That there is, and I'm sure many of you are aware because you probably watched the vlogs for quite a few years, this is my camper van. This is the monkey cycle camper van. It makes sense because my monkey bike Ashworth always used to go in the back of the original one. I think this is Mark III. This could be even Mark IV. Well, I was doing an automotive review in this last week, and just to summarise what happened, just let me close this again because the wind is quite strong out there. I was at a crossroads, filming away in that, telling everyone how, you know, how amazed I was with the product stuff, and the van cut out. It just died on me. Long-winded story, I managed to use the starter motor at its really busy crossroads in my town to nurse it into a car park literally just down the side of the road, but still using the starter motor. You'll understand why I keep mentioning the word starter motor in a minute. Long-winded story is that it broke down, it wouldn't run. I ended up, was going to ring the RAC, but I wanted to scan it, scan the fault code in it myself, just see if it's something I could possibly get sorted there and then. I have one of those OBD2 tools in my, as you can see, very clean and tidy. How many reviews I've got going on that's trashed at the minute. Anyway, I've got an OBD2 tool, but I was like, oh no, I'm stuck on the side of the road. So I gave Darren the Psychic Solo, as you'll know him on YouTube. I gave him a call, see if he was free. Luckily, he'd just come back from something, shot down, we scanned it, and it turned out to be the rail diesel pressure sensor. So we unplugged it, we plugged it back in, and it actually fired up. So I brought it home. So the van is running, but anytime you put load on it, it goes, and it doesn't want to know. But it will start, it will move. But I ordered the sensor, I fitted the sensor, but when you fit the sensor into the diesel system, it lets in some air. So what you need to do is you need to bleed off the air. Just trying to summarise it in an easy to understand way for anybody that doesn't care. So I tried cranking it over to get the air out, I couldn't. I asked Psychic Solo, Darren, to come over again to crank it off. He came round. We thought there was a problem with the battery, so I left the battery on charge all night to make sure I had a full charge. We tried boosting it, it wouldn't turn over very quickly, or virtually at all. Long-winded story, I think I've destroyed the starter motor. What's really annoying, so that's dead in the water. Now let me also show you the gap, because this is the problem. So it wouldn't have been such a big deal, because if I could have got the bikes out, it can sit there for the next month because it's not going. I've got no plans for it at the minute until the upcoming patron meet. So the gap, if you can see, looks quite big, but trust me, you would scratch your bike or scratch the van trying to get it past. So I've even had a suggestion from somebody to push this out of the way. This is a long wheelbase van, long wheelbase camp van, full of stuff. This is a slight slope. I know, I look like the most muscly, sexiest, Hercules looking muscly man in the entire world, but trust me, I can't push it out the way if I wanted to. I don't think two of us could push it out of the way if I wanted to. What means that I'm grounded in regards to making the videos I want to make. That's gutting, absolutely gutting. Whew. So as you can imagine, my plan for cinematicness filming has kind of got out the window. It's not the end of the world, I get it, and in a few weeks I'm off filming the world trip. But when I dedicate full days to filming, they're like my days, because I have to dedicate so many days to that, so many days to my family, to give my kids the time that they deserve, and obviously so much into planning, I'm going to cough in a minute, planning the next adventures, etc. Anyway, the other side of it is, I've got this. This is a 4K dash cam with a screen. I've done their 1080p that's absolutely awesome, that's currently on Bike Buddies. So what I could do is I need to remove the system I've recently reviewed on the bike off to make room for this to go on, and I could start filming that. I'd rather do it all over a day to get it done, or even 2 days so I could start taking it off and fitting that. But I'd also like more room outside to do that. That system is currently probably going to go onto the charity bike. If you are new to the channel, we have an awesome adventure and everyone's welcome on it. There is links to the Facebook page. There's an event on there. We are going to dress as British Lords. We're going to ride to Germany. May the 24th we set off. This is phase 1 of my stickers that I'm so proud of. There is phase 2 where it gets really, really silly. Now, one thing about the charity ride that's coming up, dressed as British lords and ladies all the way to Germany. I hope you like the rawness of this, because I'm just leaving the lights on, showing you what it's like in the garage studio. Now, the rawness of it is that, the rawness, what am I saying? The charity ride, what I love is that recently a guy called Chris Goff has sent me some bits to add to the outfit. People are getting involved. I just love it. Thank you so much. And all the people that have donated, I want to keep the total rolling. I was hoping potentially I might get out for a little bit of a spin on it, and potentially we could talk about the charity ride and everything going on a little bit more. But like I said, currently grounded, at least for the next week, maybe for the next 2, maybe for the next 3. It's just annoying. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going into this. Bear with me, 2 seconds. I've lost my train of thought. Right, my train of thought's back on. I've got so much going through my head. I got at a point where I was going, where am I going next? Right, let me just give you a really quick tour of what I like to call the studio stroke garage. Now, these are my high-powered studio lights that I like to use. I've got 2 of them shining directly, as you can see, and you'll notice this bit, the Africa Twin with the awesome background. Now, I have a plan potentially in summer. It all depends on time because I'm getting so booked up. But I'd like to clear out the entire garage. Now, the back of the camper van has got a lot of stuff in it currently to go down the dump that I need to go and do. But I'm going to clean this up even more, and we're going to make this whole area in here proper studio light. We're going to go for the more sort of, I want the raw look again, so I want to go for painting on paintings of the different bricks, ideally a nice cool pattern going on there behind. Potentially move a lot of this, but keep some of the history from the channel and some of the signs, especially my lordship. My certificate that is looking worse for wear, bless it, as it's been here for a while. But just give this whole design sort of a real spruce up, a more professional look is kind of the plan that I'm going to go for there. But the other side of the garage, well, obviously you've got my snap-on box from 1953 that is desperately need to be cleaned. As you can see, I've got product boxes all over the place. Look, hopefully you can see it's right down here. It's just, and I cleared that off literally probably a week or so ago, and that's all building up with empty boxes. They need to go in the recycling because I'm very responsible. Right. One of the things is coming up. One of the things that's coming up. So I wanted to tell you about the next review coming up. Now, obviously, you'll probably see a little bit of this again, but it'll be more polished because it's more of a review coming up. But this trusty little camera here literally has been my workhorse. So when I'm vlogging like now, so right now I am recording on the latest GoPro. I've got the DJI wireless microphones. Again, I'm not going to edit out any of my stuttering, connected to this to give you the best audio possible. But literally, this is a thing I wanted to try the GoPro vlogging. But I generally think that the DJI just gives better colours and better quality. Now, this is the Pocket 2. Like I said, you can see it's all, yeah, it's battered. So even the wind muff came off, and I tried to buy one to stick on, and that doesn't work. This is a wireless microphone on top. See if I can do it one-handed. This is really cool. So like this wireless microphone here that's going through, this instantly connects to my Pocket, and what it gives me is great sound quality. But let me just, gotta try and get this out with one-handed. I'm gonna do it. Right, there we go. Right. So the Pocket 2, if you can see how battered this is. Now this has gone through a lot, a good couple of years of real hammering. And you think how often I make a vlog, and this is used in pretty much every single one. As my walking around, talking, holding a camera in, you know what I mean, in the air one, and it's nice, discreet, and the quality is absolutely amazing. But I've used it so much, it's just had better days. The battery on it now will give me probably about 20 minutes of filming before it says it's dead, what's no good to me. So it retired. Like I said, I was going to go and try the GoPro style vlogging. I just don't think it's good enough. What I love about this as well is it's got the wireless mic. Like I said, you switch it straight on, you turn it on light like this, it flicks into life, and you can film away. Now I'm about to receive today, and I've literally just had the email come through with a special passcode I've got to give when I receive the product. I'm going to get the DJI Pocket 3, and I'm so excited because it should level up the content. The one thing as a creator is you constantly want to level up what you're doing. And that has a 1-inch sensor. I'll go into all the specs when I have it, but the colours on it should be absolutely amazing. The mic is their latest version 2 as well, so the sound quality should be good. What I love about the Pocket 2 is it's very clever at picking up the audio, so every time I don't have to put on a mic because it's got stereo audio as long as it's not bad wind. And if I'm talking to somebody, it's got more than one microphone, so it picks them up. Hence why a lot of my vlogs sound so good. So when this has, it's got to the point where it's not really usable, I've been quite gutted. So to receive the Pocket 3, it's going to be awesome. But my plan with it was this very cool scrambler. I just love, literally, when I bought this for the review, there was loads of these, slightly newer, and I really wanted the 2019, etc. But nothing had this paint, this sort of like army sort of matte green. And that's this bike, literally the colour of this bike. I know you've got all the lights showing. The colour of this bike and the look of it is just, it just makes, it's just sexy, isn't it? It just makes me go, I know I'm going to look really good on that bike. So I wanted to get the Pocket 3 and get some serious cinematic footage. You know what it's like. Some ride-bys with it, some up close, some slow-mos with the wheel flowing, my hand turning on the throttle, slightly held out, getting that sort of view of me coming in. All this amazing sensor picking up, using I will do some stuff, don't worry, with our active track, trying to get some really cool shots and stuff. It was going to be epic. But obviously that can't come out, and the camera's coming today, and I actually booked in my diary to review it tomorrow. So I am going to do it, but I'm obviously going to do it in a different way now, and my brain is already starting to think of how that's going to happen. But generally, this is not to make anybody go and buy one, but these are just awesome. This Pocket 2, even if you see one, the one thing I will say, batteries are built in. So unlike a GoPro where you can just switch the batteries out, you can't with these. The new one does come with like a battery power handle thing. That means it's going to last for donkeys, quick charge and all that stuff. One of the things I was doing with that was that once the battery started to be knackered, I would leave it on charge in a power bank or connected to my bike to get some juice to it to try and film the next scene. Well, just got a ball ache to do because it would get red hot, etc. when I was abroad. Anyway, I'm going to look forward to making that, and I'm going to come up with a different cinematic way. So bear with me while there's no bikes for probably a couple of weeks on the channel. There will be the bike review, kit stuff will start happening as soon as it does, and you've got the well trip as well in the meantime. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in the house, I'm going to brainstorm exactly how I'm going to make my Pocket 3 video come out on the next one that you'll see, hopefully, or one coming up, and you'll see what I come up with that and brainstorm my story and everything else. But yeah, hopefully the van will be fixed next weekend. I really hope my shifts don't mean that I'm getting home at like 3:30, 4. Winter means it's dark, means that Darren's going to be unable to fix my van. A massive thanks to him. If you haven't popped over his channel, please do, because I'm constantly busy. He's making stuff for his channel. It's nice for us to get together to do something at all. I might even film the fixing of the van, and we'll make it funny, because that's what me and Darren do when we get together. We have an absolute blast. Yeah, so hopefully in a few weeks' time, we'll be back on the bikes, and hopefully you've enjoyed this kind of more roary kind of having a look and the trash of my garage. I'm still excited. Like I said, if you go a little bit Welsh, you don't get angry, do you? I love Wales. I absolutely love Wales. Don't you love Wales? I love it. The people are so lovely. Right, I'm going to go and chill. I'm going to drink a coffee. I'm going to come up with a plan. I'm going to get this thing delivered, and we're going to make some awesome vlogs. I can't wait for the world adventure. I cannot wait to get back to like touring, travelling and making craziness. And I hope you are looking forward to it too. And bear with me, I hope the reviews are enjoyable for some. I hope you're seeing some of the stuff that you're interested in. I like to get the real world part to it so you can actually see what it's like when it's out the box, in use, etc. Anyway, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching this craziness. I hope you like the rawness. And I will see you, well, in the Pocket 3 review for me next, or whatever of the other reviews come out, as there's already 2 in the bank. Right, I'll catch you later. Enjoy yourselves, look after yourselves, don't get mardy, and remember, if you do get stressed, just speak with a Welsh accent. Bye-bye for now.